Okay. Good afternoon. Very good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for making out time for this for this session. My name is Kanchan Kumar Das. I am the founder and director of the Math Academy, and I am taking up this session from my institute only. So today I held this session for demonstrating something that my dear student, and he's a very young student. He just got promoted to class 9, so we can still consider that he's still in class 8. Okay, has created something for me and also for all the 70 plus students that strength that we have currently. Now I'll little bit go back in the past to explain that why Moinak has came up with this idea. So Moinak, first of all, to introduce Moinak Das Moinak, you can switch on your camera, okay, because others will not understand whom I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay, hi everyone. First of all, good afternoon, everyone.
Moinak Das studies in Mebat High School in Shiliguri. He is a student of class 9, and he always does academically. He always does exceptional results in academic. However, he is a very tech savvy person. He has a great acumen for technology, especially IT. He has created many such technological things in the past. One of the most astonishing thing that he created was a talking robot, where he to whom you can actually give instructions and the robot will actually perform accordingly. Okay, some limited functions, but it will perform accordingly. He has also created a website. He has also created something called as the Edu Hub, but this time he created something. Now he actually keeps on creating these things, and I keep on enjoying these things. But this time what he has created, uh, I mean, uh, I really felt a need of showing everyone what he has created, and also at the same time document this meeting, to record this meeting, so as to make sure that no other company creates the same thing that he has created and takes the credit. Okay, like I want to record this meeting, I want to share it in YouTube and also Facebook, so as to make sure that we have created it before any other company has created. The reason for telling this is that few days back I was invited to an educators meetup, mm, uh, at one of the cafe. I'll not take specific names of the company and the cafe, because there might be some issues regarding that. And they are actually creating a portal for specifically for online education. And the reason why they are doing this educator meetup is that they are collecting features. They are trying to know the features, the benefits that the teachers are looking for when they are teaching online. Okay. So I also gave some of my inputs, other teachers also gave some of my inputs. So that portal has not yet launched, they are still working on it, they are still collecting my requirements, you can see. When well, I was discussing these things with my Moina, I realized that what they are trying to create, entire American company, what they are trying to create and come up in the future, Moinak has already created almost what they are trying to create. I mean, 60% of the things Moinak has already created. So there is no point of keeping it quiet. There's no point of keeping it secret. We need to show it to the world. What Moinak has created for me and for all other students. Uh, so as you know that from COVID, right after COVID and from during COVID, online education has become an indispensable part of classes. Okay. So now people who are even staying close, like Moniak studies from Shiliguri, he has no other option other than online classes, and many other students who stay far away, students who are staying abroad and out of West Bengal, for them it is not possible to come up. So if I want to extend my services to people outside West Bengal, or distant people, I have to take up online classes. Okay, and if they want to reach out to distant teachers, they might not have teachers around them. They want teachers in far off places, but it might not be able to uh, come physically in those places all the time, due to time constraint, due to traffic constraint, many other things. At that time they also need online classes, but the problem is, are our online platforms equipped in that way so that I can deliver a seamless experience to my students? Thinking from mathematics perspective, okay, there are certain chapters which is really very difficult to teach in online classes. And Moinak, since he has been there with me from class 8, he has actually faced those problems himself. Now Moinak is an intelligent student. He actually catches the things while I teach him verbally, but for other students that might not be the case. So Moinak, he actually thought from that level. Moinak actually thought from that level that okay, I can understand things verbally, but there might be other students, other needy students who might not be able to reach sir physically, but they might need a much more much more better platform, okay, for learning. So one of the chapters, a few of the chapters which becomes very difficult to teach is number one, geometry, okay, especially construction. Now just imagine, so those who have already done online classes, you know that there are various new people over here, and those who have done online classes, you know that I use a pen tab and I use a paint window where I write the things, okay, but that is a simple Windows paintbrush, and there is a simple writing pad. There are no other tools associated, no mathematical tools associated with it, okay. It is just, okay, there are no mathematical tools associated with it. It is just so when I'm teaching say construction, I have to draw lines like this. I cannot take specific angles. There are no protractors, there are no compass. When I'm teaching graph, the most painful thing, so is that day only, last Saturday I was teaching graph to CBSE class 10, and Moinak was there in the class. I told him, see, this is the problem that I face when I'm teaching graph. I'm not able to mark the points. I'm doing completely as an approximation, okay, I'm doing it roughly, and the students are understanding. I don't know what they are understanding, but I'm trying my level best. So this is one of the things, graphs, constructions, taking angles, to teach how to take angles using protectors, teaching coding, okay. So these are some of the things that really which are really very difficult to teach. So Moinak has been there in all these online classes. He has done most of the online classes, and he kept on observing these problems, okay, and he came up with a solution, okay, which is what we named as the iLearn portal, okay. You know, everything which starts with I sounds very gorgeous, sounds very trendy, so I thought of giving it iLearn, but it doesn't work on OS. It doesn't work on iOS till now, but I'm sure Moinak will be able to make it workable on iOS as well. Also, one of the most important thing that we've integrated in this application is the ability to take test. You know that those who are studying online, it is very difficult to take test, online test. Say I make a question paper and convert it into PDF, I share it in WhatsApp, and then I start a timer, which is the Windows clock timer, okay, and then the student is taking the test. But the thing is that what is the guarantee whether the student is taking the test honestly? What is the guarantee that the student will take the test sticking to the timeline that I've given? Most of the time it is not possible for me to take the I don't take the test in the during the class, so that the class doesn't get wasted. And what I do is that those who study online, I send the question paper and tell them that you schedule a timer and then you take the test. But that is not the best way to do this. So we have integrated a test mechanism also. Okay, so we have included, one second. So we have included a test mechanism also in our app, in our portal, which will help students to take up the test within a specified timer that will run into the portal itself. Second thing is that there is a separate login for teachers and there is a separate login for students. Okay, so when I log in as a teacher, there is a specific UID, okay, which only I will have. When I log in with that UID, I'll be able to I'll have an admin access. Okay, so those who are from IT, they can understand. I will have some admin access, and the students will not have that access. The third thing is that the board in which I will be writing up, students will be able to edit in that board as well. Okay, it will be a collaborative. It will be a collaborative teaching. Okay, we have also included features for Python training. Okay, since there is an upskilling workshop going on, so we have included a separate feature for Python skilling, where the trainer will be coding at the same time the student will also be able to edit the code and make some changes. That those things are also possible. So this was a short overview of what Moinak has created. Now Moinak will share the screen. He will walk us through the portal, okay, and then we can actually enjoy what he has done. Okay, Moinak, now over to you. You share your screen and please show.
Okay, sir. You can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
So actually, what sir told the like the about the problems of online classes. So all those problems have been solved by this app. So like this is the app. If you can, if everyone can see. So yeah. So like this app will solve all the problems like coding, then teaching mathematics, graphs, geometries, etc. So here you can see that is there is a authentication box. So here is here we have to put a name. Like for example, like I give my name over here.
Mhm. So Moinak, this is the teacher's login or the student's login currently going on?
Sir, I will show the teacher's login
Okay.
because in the teacher's login only I can see
Hmm.
all the features.
Sure, sure. So just to elaborate what Moinak is telling. So this is the home page. Okay, this is the landing page of our iLearn portal. Okay, and this is available both in the form of app as well as URL. Okay, so Moinak has opened it in the form of app. There is a separate URL also which if you hit it will open up as in a different browser. Okay, so that will actually not put much load on your laptop. Okay, so if you don't want to install the app, that is also fine. You can hit it with the help of URL. Now this particular window has two types of login. One is teacher's login and the other is student's login. So Moinak is actually first of all logging in the form of as a teacher. So he has gave his name Moinak Das. I will be giving my name. This is called the UID. UID is a login ID for the teacher. So like no, a student will not be able to log in the form of teacher, right? I will be able to log in. This is the ID that he has created for me. It is actually a secret ID, so he will be changing it after this demo. Yeah. So now when he logs in, so uh, these are the features available. You see teacher session active. Okay, and Moina, can you put the mouse somewhere else because that bottom, yeah. So workspace feature, you can see coding, whiteboard, graph, geometry, and test. So coding means when a teacher will be teaching Python or any other coding. For now, we have integrated Python only. So at that time, we will use the coding board. Whiteboard means where we can just write it down where I teach any other subject. Graph is only for graph. Geometry is only for geometry, and test is only for taking tests. We will go through them separately. Okay. Yeah. Next, Moina. Okay.
Yeah. So at first, let me explain you the coding feature.
Sure.
Before this apps, the teachers used to teach coding by sharing the screen, and
Mhm.
yes, there is an option like using VS Code Live Share. It is the same as this as my app, but only for coding. But I have integrated all those features, including coding and maths, into a single portal. So for coding, there is a collaborative coding editor. I'm using Monaco editor that is used by VS Code, and VS Code is a coding editor that is used to make all these apps, websites, whatever. And then yeah, so if I write something over here, like print something over here, and then if a student is also logged in, if a student is also logged in, then whatever I type in my coding editor, the student will also see the same thing, and he can also edit in that same code. So yeah, this one works like that. Yes, I cannot show you the demo because I if I open one more tab in this computer, it will
Hmm.
hang.
Okay.
So sorry for that.
Okay, so let me elaborate what Moinak said. So
And then,
normally, yeah, so normally when we teach coding, at that time we need to share our screen, okay, and teach the coding in the coding editor. But this particular platform, so the teacher doesn't need to share the screen. Okay, when the students logs in into this portal, the student will be able to see whatever the teacher is writing on the screen itself. So there is no point of screen sharing, and the student will also be able to edit it, which was not there till now in VS Code or in Paintbrush. So when I'm teaching the student, I'm sharing my screen, the student is not able to edit my Paintbrush because the student doesn't have control over my desktop. I need to then give the control separately. Okay, but that is again a security issue, right? Here the student will have access to this portal and can make changes accordingly when of course the teacher allows. Okay, and the learning becomes much more interactive. Oh, yeah, please go ahead, Monia.
as I told that the students can only edit when the teacher allows. So for that, we will just scroll down in this middle panel, and here is all the teacher controls for allow the student to edit the code. Yeah, so this was the collaborative coding editor, and yes, also we can expand this coding editor so that we can have a broader view of this coding editor. Here is the output console.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just run the Python and show you that. Yes, so I have written it here, print welcome to the live classroom. So in the output console, it is also showing welcome to the live classroom. So yeah,
Awesome.
so this was the coding editor. The next feature is the whiteboard feature. So before this app, Kanchan used to teach us using the Paint app, the inbuilt Paint app by Microsoft. So he used to share the screen, and then he used to draw with his right hand, and then he used to share the screen. there was many problems in there, if a student has a serious problem, then the student cannot mark it from their side. They have to tell the teacher that I am having a problem in this particular thing and in this particular step. And as it is verbal, so the teacher may not understand what the student is telling. So for that also, like the whatever the student teacher types. So for example, he draws a line over here, and the student asked and the teacher asked to put some point or mark something in this line. So if the student is confused, then from the student side also, he or she can mark in this line that yes, sir, I am having problem in this line. So do I have to put the point over here, or some somewhere else? So yeah, this was the feature of the whiteboard editor. Yes, we can also expand it. So the features in the whiteboard editor, yes, we can also expand it. So the features in the whiteboard editor are select the pencil tool, point tool, line tool, arrow tool. Then rectangle is also a very good feature over here. Like if we draw, in paint, in the inbuilt paint app that comes in Windows, there is a problem to draw angles. So for that, there is a protractor over here. So we can just put the protractor over here and draw the angles, whatever angles we want. Yes, we can also rotate the protractor using this one. So yeah, and then we can draw anything, any lines. So for example, I draw a straight line. Then we can draw any shapes like rectangle, circle. Yeah. And then there is also eraser over here. So this is a normal paint editor, but it is collaborative. So the teacher does not have to share the screen, and the student can also edit in this same whiteboard. Yeah, there, and then if the page finishes, we can even add a next page. If we add a next page, a new page will open. We can save the board. It will save in our C drive. Yeah. So like the whole screenshot of the board will be saved in the C drive, whatever. Yeah. So then the next feature is the graph feature. Paint, as in Paint app, we cannot do it by going to Google and then saving a picture of the graph paper and image to the paint. But it is very high. It is image of the graph. Then the measurements of the small boxes and the large boxes are not precise. But here, as you can see, there is precise boxes with precise measurements. Like the minor squares are 2 millimeters and the major squares are 1 centimeter each.
Okay.
And yes, there is access over here. We can remove the cords. If we put the cords over here, then we can see in which boxes we are using. Then we can even remove the numbers from these lines, and then we can even remove the access. Yeah. Then the next feature is the geometry feature. So the geometry feature is just like the geometry feature is. Hello, can everyone hear me?
Yes,
Sir,
Moina, we can.
audio is breaking up.
Hello.
Yeah, in between it was breaking a little bit. I don't know. It was a network problem maybe.
मैंने वापस rejoin किया तो वापस से वही issue हो रहा है.
Okay, okay. Yeah, maybe it was a network problem. I don't know. For me also it was breaking. But anyways, Moina, we could gather, we could understand what you were showing since you were showing it visually.
Okay.
Okay, so
Actually,
you can move ahead.
Okay, sir. Sir, so this was the graph feature. Should I re-explain it? Hello.
I think it's okay, Moina. I think everyone has got what you have taught. So the graph feature enables us to teach graph. So in online class, teaching graph is a huge challenge. because when I'm drawing the lines, when I'm taking the measurements, I'm not able to take exactly 1 centimeter or 1 millimeter. So it is a completely rough diagram. What Moinak has created, what Moinak has created consists of exact measurements of those small boxes. Okay, so that helps, that makes a teaching graph very much accurate. Okay. Okay, Moinak, we can move on to the next feature.
Yeah. So the next feature is, that is the last feature, that is the test feature. So as I'm in the teachers panel, so we can just scroll down, and here it is the upload test box. So here we have to put the title of the test. Like for example, I give it test only. Okay. And then we have to set a password or UID. Now this password or UID will secure this test so that any no other student can access this test. Only the students who are having the test on that day can access. Because if a student can access it anywhere, anytime he wants, then he will just see the question paper anytime, and he
Yes.
can just yeah, like he will prepare before the time. So that's why there is a password or UID box over here. This will also this is also customizable by the teacher. That is, like for example, we can give 5454 as a password or UID, or let's keep 6968. And then there is also hours, minutes, and seconds box, so that there is so that there is a precise timer for each student. Like there is a timer, hours, minutes, and 30 and seconds.
Yeah.
So for example, the teacher gives the timer for 2 hours 30 minutes, then the test will also go only for 2 hours and 30 minutes for the student. If that time exceeds, then whatever the teacher has uploaded uploaded for the test, then the student cannot access it anymore after the time finishes. So yeah, so we can choose file from here. The teacher can choose file from here for uploading a test, either a PDF, PNG, JPG file, then publish the test. So yeah, then the student section will just have to put the password and the password UID, and he will be able to see the question paper. Yeah. And yes, the main and also the main feature, that is the communication feature, is in the left panel. That is the join meeting. That is iLearn portal. From this panel, we can we are doing we are doing a meeting on Google Meet. So after this app launches, then no classes will be held from Google Meet. Everything will be held from this single portal only. So here will be all the calling features going on in the middle panel. There is everything, the control panel, and this and the right one is the working space. So yeah, I cannot show you I cannot join the meeting, because as Google Meet is also going on. If I join the meeting from here, then like I will leave. I have
You
to
will get
cut. I
dropped.
have to leave from. Yes, yes. Then there is also a nav bar over here. It is a side nav bar. We can just we can just switch the modes. Yeah, that
Menak,
also.
why don't you show the sample test that you've uploaded?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
for the
so this
sample
so this
test, I think
entire
I
so
have
this
to.
entire so this entire controls that Moinak has shown is from teacher's perspective. Okay. Now the thing is that whatever navigations I do in my screen, okay, yeah, whatever navigation I do in my screen, do you want me to show it, Moinak? I can do that. I can share my screen and do that.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So whatever navigation Moinak has shown till now is from teacher's perspective, and whatever the teacher does on the screen, whatever navigation he does on the screen, that same navigation will appear on the student screen as well. Okay. So Moinak has shown the test feature, okay, from teacher's perspective. So now we will be entering in the form of a student, and I will be showing you how the student will see the test. So I'm removing the teacher's ID. So the feature that Monak has created is that a student can enter with any ID other than the teacher's ID as of now. However, we will be assigning certain specific student ID to each of the students, so that one student can enter with his own student ID only. Okay, not with any other ID. So for now, we have not created a specific student ID. A student can enter with any ID he wants. So this is the students panel that you can see, and as you can see that a students panel cannot access this coding, whiteboard, graph, geometry. He will automatically get this join. Okay, have I shared my screen? Yes, I have shared my screen. Yeah, my screen is visible, right, Moina?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So as you can see, this Google Meet, this Google Meetup screen is appearing on the side. Okay, so the student can click on join meeting and he can join the screen, join the meeting. And as you can see, coding, whiteboard, graph, geometry, these are not enabled for the student. Okay, because the student will be able to these features are only for the teachers. Okay, not for the students. But if needed, the student will be able to use these features to edit the screen and ask questions from the teachers when the teacher gives the permission. Okay, so as of now only the test feature is visible. Okay, so now see, the student will be able to so Moinak has created one ID for me. So as Moinak showed that when I create a question paper, when I create a test, I will enter an ID which I will be creating. For example, 5454. Say for example, rational number, test on rational numbers, and the ID for that is test ID 5454. So when I create the test, I will enter that test ID 5454 and I will upload the question paper and I will set the timer. Okay, and the test is saved. The test is saved in the portal. Now say for example, Moinak wants to assess give the test, so he will enter into this portal and he will enter 5454 because that is the test UID I have created for rational number. He will not be able to access any other test with this particular ID, and then he will click on unlock test. Okay, Moinak, how will the test come up? 5454, right?
Sir, you have to click on the. Yes, sir. Sir, if
Uh,
the test ID is wrong, then a pop-up will appear that the password is wrong.
okay.
I think it is hanging for the Google Meet only. That's why it is not showing.
Oh, okay, okay. Is there any way we can get this test? You just showed it. That will be great actually. If you can show it. Or should I reload this?
Yes, sir, I think it is happening for the Google Meet only. Yeah, like as I was showing all the features, some features was also not working, but they were working just before the meeting.
Okay. Yeah, the test is unlocked. Okay, start test. So so as you can see, when I click on start test, this timer has started over here. But the thing is that the question paper didn't come up because because the app is hanging because of the Google Meet. Oh, the question paper is slowly coming up. Yeah, now
So
you
the
can see. Here is it.
start test button is appearing.
Yes, yes, yeah, it has come up. So all of you can see. So when I clicked on unlock test, actually the app is it's a heavy app actually, and since Google Meet is also running, maybe that is the reason why it is hanging. We are working on further fine tuning the app. So when I entered the UID, I clicked on unlock test. I got the test and I clicked on start test, and as you can see here, there is a small timer. See, 2 hours 29 minutes, and this is the question paper that has come up. Okay, you can see this is the question paper that has come up. Okay, the student will of course be able to download it, and when the time gets up, when the time gets finished, this test will automatically be submitted. Okay, the student has to submit the PDF separately. However, we will also create features where the student will be able to upload it. Okay, so is there any other features left, Moinak, to be demonstrated, or this is all we have?
No, sir, this is what we have.
Okay. Okay, so when technology meets education, what we create is future of education. Okay, and this is what we are trying to do. This is what Moinak is trying to do, and Moinak has rightfully he has rightfully demonstrated the fact that necessity is the mother of invention. Okay, so since he has been studying for 1 year, he has seen the problems that I face as a math teacher. Okay, because in maths I have to only write it down. Okay, in any other subjects there is like when I teach physics and chemistry, I can just speak and teach. Okay, there is less I have to write, but in maths I have to write a lot of things. And for enabling a seamless learning experience, for enabling all the distance students to learn very very clearly, very properly, so that they don't mistakenly learn anything wrong. Okay, this type of app is not a luxury, it is a necessity now. Okay, that is the reason why he has invented this. So my request to all of you is to come up some suggestions, okay, that we can incorporate in our app and make it much more better what we have today. So if you want to come up with some advices, some feedback, please to come up now. We will be noting it down. So you can raise your hands and we will go through you one by one. Like what more you want us to include into this app, we will be slowly incorporating them, and we will make this platform much more powerful, so as to enable so as to make you help you have a better experience. So any feedback from any of you? Oyanda, Debangi, Prapti, Karthik, Kinjal, Kritika, Sachin, anybody wants to come up, anybody wants to give any feedback? Oyanda has dropped off. Debangi, Kinjal, Kritika, any feedback from your side? Anything that you want to be included in this app? Okay, no issues. So if features are not coming to your mind, that is fine. So you can once you have any feedback in your mind, you can let me know personally. I will share that with Moinak, and we will see how much we can include in the portal. Thank you everyone for joining. Okay, it was a pleasure demonstrating you all our new portal that we have created. We will try to leverage this portal as much as possible in our online classes. Thank you, Moina. I mean, what you have done is really outstanding. There is no words to thank. I mean, there cannot be any other bigger gift than what you have created. Okay, for not only for me but for all of us. We all are thankful to you for what you have created. Okay, thank you very much for joining today. We will keep our meeting till here, and we will look forward to using this app in our classes.